2011-12 season was once again filled with high expectations for the Air Force hockey team. Despite losing their leading scorer and a top defenseman from the previous year, this team returned plenty of experienced players. The season opened at the Icebreaker Tournament with games against homestanding North Dakota and then Michigan State.
It was exciting for a lot of us, especially being from that area, Minnesota, North Dakota area. To get up there in front of family and friends was a lot of fun, and then play against those great teams that have a lot of tradition, North Dakota, Michigan State. A lot of fun there too. Didn't turn out quite the way we wanted to, but I think early on it proved that we can play with the big boys.
2 losses could be swallowed, but to add insult, starting goalie Jason Torp was injured and would be out for months. Senior Stephen Capel found an opportunity to step up.
I didn't feel like I was entitled to anything, but at the same time I knew it might not be many more chances, and Moberg's done a great job as well, and he was, I'm sure, biting to play. So it was a lot of fun, and I kind of had to seize the moment, and it ended up being a long stretch of games that I was grateful for, and the team continued to play well, so I didn't have to do too much.
He made the most of that opportunity. Starting the next 18 games, Capel was in the pipes for 10 wins, including a season-high 5 in a row. The final of those wins coming against crosstown rival Colorado College.
Falcons cycle it behind the net. Cruz has it to Kirby. But Mathis pounds a one-timer! Goal, Air Force!
That was Scott Mathis, team captain, the senior, his 4th of the season. And Air Force has a 1-0 lead.
Near the blue line, held in by the Tigers. This is going to be Bolvin. Bolvin sets up shot. Butterfly save. Steve Capel left a rebound, but it's picked up and cleared by Air Force. And Bolvin brings it up against Fabian. Bolvin still has the puck. Bolvin comes in, takes the shot. Wrister, kick save made by Capel. Falcons with a chance to clear again, can't do it. Walsh gets this one, and he clears it. And it's going to be picked up by Kleisinger. Breakaway. He comes in. He shoots, and he scores! Short-handed, 2-0 Air Force. They're broken up by Air Force. Falcons can't clear the zone. Here's a shot out front. Capel makes the save. Capel down on his stomach, makes another save. Lost it on the way in near the goal line. Long stretch pass, breakaway, Colorado College shot, broken up, just getting a piece of it was Stephen Capel. Now a centering pass from the wall, and Schwartz can't pull the trigger on the shot. Another shot, Capel makes the save. Tigers hurry, this is going to be Schwartz. Schwartz centering pass, missing the shot. Right out front was Rapuzzi, whiffed on it. It's back to the neutral zone. Game over. Air Force 2, CC 1, your final score.
Well, cross that one off the bucket list, my friend. Air Force has never won in the World Arena until tonight.
We played the way we wanted to play over there. I mean, I believe personally, all the games with CC have been so close over the past 5 years, or 4 years with me. I guess 5 before me, and there's definitely, we knew we could get it done, but finally to get it done at CC World Arena was it was awesome.
Defensively and offensively, we were there all night, and we badgered them, and that was pretty high for us early on in the season.
Personally, it was a great milestone, having played them last year, and we couldn't cap off that game, but on their rink and coming back from Christmas break at a time when our team needed to start looking towards the second half of the year, I was very proud of that game, and it was a good example for me to show that I could win games and contribute just like the other leading goalies have.
After that big win, the Falcons dove into what has become a traditional January slump, an odd part of each season which to a man they don't understand.
There's this transition that goes on from we have the foundation of how we want to play, and January is just polishing that up, and then once February comes around, it's like, okay, everyone knows what to expect. Everyone knows what to do.
That's a humbling experience, and it's also an experience where you kind of get an identity as a team. And you know what? It's not fun to go through, but looking back, it's one of those months where we learned a lot, and I think we came together as a team and helped put together that big run we had at the end.
The Falcons began to turn the corner by taking 3 points from rival Army on the road, but a tie at Canisius had fans wondering what would happen as the team took on perennial power RIT for a shot at first place.
Brought back in, and Walsh got a piece of it. Here's Air Force 2-on-1, going short-handed. Kleisinger, he shoots, and he scores a shorty.
His second of the season, and the Falcons with a 1-0 lead.
behind the Air Force net. Weisenhofer gives it to McKenzie. Breakout by Air Force. McKenzie turns it over. There's a shot. Save, Torp. Another save, Torp. A third save. Jason Torp, and he covers up in the crease.
Boy, he saved one right there, Jay.
Tigers have it deep in their own end. They turn it over out front. This is Cruz to Demers. Demers tried to get it back to Cruz. Broken up by RIT. And again, the Falcons pass up a shot for a pass. There's a tip and a deflection out front. That's Demers.
Came back out to Scott Mathis. Mathis sent it in. Nice tip in front, right off the heel of the stick by the freshman, Chad Demers. His 6th of the season, and Air Force has a 2-0 lead with 12:18 left in the third.
Try to get it to Kleisinger along the wall near side. They do. Kleisinger to Cruz. Cruz breaks in. 2-on-1 going the other way. Here's Cruz. Sets up and snipes it home. John Cruz. They're on their feet at Cadet Ice Arena. 3-0. Jason Torf pitches his second straight shutout against RIT, and the Falcons get 2 big points tonight. Well, halfway through this power play now, here comes RIT. Hartley at the blue line. Hartley centering pass out front. Got a man there. A shot. Score. That's Colavecchia. Here come the Falcons. This is DeLaurel. DeLaurel at the blue line. DeLaurel gains the top of the circle. Falls down, but Demers picks up the loose puck. Chad Demers feeding. And there's a shot right out front. Rebound. Put back. Score. Air Force, and we are tied.
Oh, that was a dirty move by Adam McKenzie. He faked the shot. He got the defenseman down. He walked right around him and zips one in the back of the net and ties the game up 1-1.
Gunner has it. Gunner with a centering pass coming down the slot. Weisgarber didn't get there in time. Weisgarber has the puck, though. Feeds out to the blue line. And Kirby snipes one home. Tim Kirby, and it's 2-1 Air Force.
Well, 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the period, and Tim Kirby has scored so many big goals for this Air Force team. Kirby's 10th of the season, 24th of his career.
Lightning strikes twice to open the third, and the Falcons jump on top 2-1. Kirby dishes in the circle, and that's going to be DeLaurel, who whiffed on the shot, but gets it back now. He beats Kirby. The wrister down the slot. It's tipped, deflected out front. Score, Air Force. That may have hit Matalora in the back and gone in.
Scott Mathis from the toughest angle of all behind the net. And how about that, Jay? A power play goal for Air Force. 6:38 left in the third, and it's 3-1 Falcons.
Wait, say that one more time.
That's a power play goal.
1:21 to go.
And RIT with the empty net. They got the extra attacker on them.
That taken by Halston. The Tigers keep it in. Down low on the goal line. Taken away by Air Force. Kleisinger turns. Can't clear the zone. Halston holds it into the blue line. He shoots from the point. Deflected wide. 17 seconds to go. Empty net. Kleisinger. Fires. Bingo. Icing on the cake. And they are celebrating at Cadet Ice Arena.
13 seconds left, and what a play there by Tony Thomas in his own end to get that puck out. He beat one of the RIT players to the puck, and he slides it across to Casey Kleisinger. He had a shorty last night. He gets the empty netter tonight with 13 seconds left, and it's 4-2 Air Force.
Game over. Presenting your first place team in Atlantic hockey, your Air Force Academy Falcons.
A tough February schedule proved to be quite a challenge, but 5 points over the next 2 weeks gave the Falcons a shot at the regular season title as they hit the road for the final series of the season. And despite an overtime loss to Robert Morris on Friday, they still could win the title with a win on Saturday night.
I think we looked at it as a must-win, an elimination type game. Not only to get the regular season title, but just to get in that mindset for playoffs.
Everyone in the locker room knew, all right, what was at stake? Regular season championship. Of course, we want this. We want to put another banner up. But it was more, okay, guys, let's play Falcon hockey, and we'll go from there.
McKenzie leads the breakout this time, right to left through the neutral zone. Still has it right down the middle of the ice. Drops it behind. There's a stop! Home! Back of the net. Bingo! 1-0 Air Force.
Home with Air Force on the board. 1-0 Air Force lead. Goal comes with 18:25 left in the second period.
Taken away by the Colonials. Back out to the neutral zone. And there's a loose puck going to be picked up by Blandina. Blandina breakaway comes in. Save! Jason Toth got a toe on it. Tipped it away. Cody Crichton still in the circle. Picked up by Weisgarber. Feeds to the blue line. This is going to be McKenzie. Hit shot. Save. Ostergaard. Rebound. Put back. John Cruz. And it's 2-0. Kirby in the slot. Sends it to Cruz. Top of the circle. Low on the goal line for DeLauro. DeLauro centers out front. Mathis, one-time score. Careful. And Scott Mathis on the far side with the power play goal. Mathis' 7th goal of the season, 5th on the power play, and it gives Air Force a 3-0 lead. 7:44 left, third period. That's the Air Force bench whooping it up far side. They are regular season champs in Atlantic hockey.
The championship gave Air Force the top seed in the Atlantic Hockey Tournament, but in this case, the 8th seed proved to be a very tough test. The Yukon Huskies gave the Falcons everything they could want.
Ambrosi has it back in the corner, beats Cole Snyder. Snyder on the goal line, centers across, shot, goal, Yukon. And we will be back here tomorrow night for Game 3. In goal tonight for Air Force, and he was just introduced back in the starting lineup for the first time since January 29th, and a 3-0 shutout win in Buffalo against Canisius. Senior Stephen Cable. They're 0 for 7 on the power play. Back to McKenzie at the blue line far side. He funnels one down the slot. Rebound, put back, that's Scott home, and he gives Air Force a 1-0 lead. Mathis a keep in at the blue line. Scott Mathis poked away from him. We got a breakaway going the other way. Cole Snyder shot. Save! Cable on Cole Snyder! Stephen Cable stones the leading scorer in Atlantic hockey on a breakaway. Tried to go high. Bartis put the blocker up, knocked it away. Another shot here. Kirby out front. Scramble. Goal! Air Force.
And Tim Kirby ties this game at 2-2, his 12th of the season. It comes with 5:49 left in the second period.
Up comes Poe. Blue line. Feeds a man. Shot out front. Score! Yukon. Corey Gendris went top shelf, and Yukon back on top in front of Garrett Bartis, who again has been sensational. Falcons win the draw. McKenzie has it. Here's McKenzie. The circle turns, shoots, knocked down out front, rebound, put back, Jay Fabian!
And the Falcons have tied this game once again. 3-3, 1:43 left in the second.
Trying to catch up to what was Carew, couldn't get there in time. Carew sends it behind the net for Cole Gunner. Gunner tries to center a pass, broken up. It's out the blue line, held in by McCulkey. McCulkey comes in, goes backhand, and he scores! He scores and gives Air Force the 4-3 lead. GM3.
4-3, Air Force leads. 16:39 left, third period.
Crowd counting it down. Ladder with the shot. It's loose on front. Look out. Big scramble from behind the net. Centering pass. 1 second. 2 seconds. Ladder shot. And Keeble makes a save at the buzzer. And the Falcons are going to win it. They're going back to Rochester.
We were going in and playing Mercier. It's a team that took 2 or 3 from us during the season. And then RIT, which is never, especially on their home ice basically, never a laydown. So I was kind of nervous going in, just wondering, I hope we bring our A game. Otherwise, we're going to be one and done.
Inarguably the toughest Atlantic Hockey Final Four ever, it was the semifinal with Mercyhurst that proved to be the nail-biter.
And a centering pass for Carew coming down the slot. Couldn't do it. It's deflected out front. Goal! Air Force 1-0. Falcons. Cole Gunner. He loses the puck, though, to Zay. Zay sends one toward the net. Picked up in the slot. Rifled in from their goal, Mercyhurst.
1-1, 13:33 left, first period.
Air Force's power play on the season, 16.7%. They could sure use one here, and they get one here. A shot came in from the point. It was tipped out front, back of the net. Bingo! Falcons take a 2-1 lead. Laurel pulls up, top of the circle, sends it low, rims around, comes out near corner for John Cruz. Cruz still has the puck. Cruz in the slot. He turns. He scores. John Cruz.
Johnny Cruz goes bar down for his 15th of the season, and Air Force has a 3-1 lead. 16:11 left, second period.
Out to center ice it goes. Lakers break in 2 against 3. Here's a shot. Gloved out of the air. Jason Torres. Stick on the way in. Dug out of the corner by the Lakers, centered by Mercyhurst, by Elliott. Nobody home in the slot. Elliott gets it back. He comes in one-on-one on Torp. shoots and scores.
And Mercyhurst gets his second goal of the game, 3-2. Air Force leads 2 minutes into the third period.
In the net, written into the boards by Mathis. Puck free and in the slot. There's a shot. Torp makes a blocker save. Best save of the game. Jason Torp. Puck is loose along the wall, halfway near side. Off the wall, there's a shot taken by Fry. Blocked out front by an Air Force defender. Dumped in behind Torp. We'll keep an eye on Sprang and see if the Lakers decide to pull the goaltender. Falcons come out of there, though, with the puck that can't leave the ice now. Weisinger gets to Fabian. Fabian comes in. He shoots! Dave Fabian makes it a 4-2 game as he hits the water bottle.
1:47 left in the third. What a big goal by Jason Fabian, 6th of the season.
Strang is off the ice. Extra attacker on with a minute to go for the Lakers. Falcons dig the puck out. They've got an empty net on this end of the ice, and here comes Ryan Timer. Timer feeds ahead. There's a shot blocked out front, but in by Air Force. That was Paul Weisgarber who took the pass from Timer. That'll do it. The Falcons going to the championship game tomorrow night here in Rochester.
The final with the hometown RIT Tigers was a showing of dominance by the defending champs.
Walsh tracks it down there. Turnover in front of Torp. There's a shot. Save! Jason Torp, point blank. And Torp makes the save of the game so far.
You need big saves from your goaltender throughout the course of a game, and Torp just made one with 7.5 left in the first penalty of the game called, and they're going to get RIT. Adam Hartley goes in the penalty box. 2 minutes for high sticking.
Down low on the goal line to Holm. Back to Kirby at the blue line. He will shoot. One of the defenders gets a stick on it, deflects it into the corner. From there, turn around, wrap around, goal, Air Force, that's Cole Gunner. RIT, Burt has it at his own blue line, and he breaks out of there, but the Falcons converge and take it away. McKenzie to Cruz. Cruz comes in, breakaway. Cruz backhand, buries it, and it's 2-zip Air Force. That will do it for period number 1, and a great one for Air Force. Is it out of there? It comes down in the Tiger end. In behind the net goes Tony Thomas. Falcons haven't done much work behind the Tiger net at all here in the second period. Thomas is there now. He comes out, looks for a wraparound. Save made by Matalora. Rebound, put back, Air Force, and it's 3-0. They turn it over in the neutral zone. One-on-one going the other way. With the shot on Torf, easy save as Mike Walsh, the only Air Force defender back, did a great job. The RIT goalie, rimmed around by the Tigers, coming in, taking a shot. Save made by Jason Torp. Eckensweiler has it. 15 seconds left. Top of the slot, Spivak pounds one, breaks his stick. Falcons have it. 10 seconds to go in the game. The shot at the empty net takes 2 bounces, finds the back of the net. Falcons score.
Jason Fabian from almost his own blue line, his second of the game, third of the weekend.
2 seconds, 1 second. Game over for the second straight year. RIT, RIP, and Air Force going to the NCAA tournament 2 years in a row.
And the Falcons have one for the thumb. That is 5 Atlantic Hockey Championships for Air Force. 9 periods of hockey. RIP against Air Force. 0 goals for the Tigers.
I think it just comes down to our attention to detail and our team defense. RIT is more of a run and gun team. They're willing to trade mistakes for you, whereas us, we don't want to trade any mistakes with anyone. We're just going to play our game and wait for them to make their mistake and then hopefully pounce on them and capitalize.
We played our best games against them. We haven't heard any of their crowd make any remarks toward us. So, I mean, that's one of my goals, is shut their fans up and then shut them up by playing really well.
A trip to the NCAA tournament was the 5th postseason travel in 6 years for the Falcons, one of just 7 teams in the nation that could boast of that record. Unfortunately, attached to that tradition is a matchup with the country's best hockey team, this time Boston College.
You can see it probably from the stands, on TV, everything. They got a fast team, but what impressed me most about BC was how well they played together as a team. You know, we beat Michigan, played all those teams tough in the NCAA tournament, and the difference between BC and those teams, I think, was just how well they played as a team.
Just do what you've been doing. Just play our game. Everything that's worked up to this point will work tonight. Get her going. Get her going. You guys ready to go? Oh, yeah. Just take care of that first period. Just take care of that first period, eh? First 5-10 minutes, 200-foot game, get pucks deep. Take care of that first 5-10 minutes. Let's get in a rhythm. Get in a rhythm. Hey, let's go.
He is going into the penalty box for a trip, and Boston College on the power play.
Eagles will try again. Down low on the goal line with the puck there is Almeida. Almeida comes in, broken up, and the Falcons are going to get a takeaway here and a clear out by Air Force to right. Out of the box comes Weisgarber. Air Force at even strength, and the Falcons passed their first test against the Eagles with the penalty kill. Now in behind the net. Kreider has it behind the cage, comes out the other side, doesn't shoot, reverses and gives to Straight. Straight dumps it back to Kreider. They'll dump it in behind the net for a wraparound try, and a shot out front, and a score, Boston College.
Chris Kreider gets his 21st of the season, and it's 1-0. Boston College, 12:21 left, first period.
Now down low on the goal line, it goes to McCulkey. McCulkey goes in behind the net. He centers out front. Holm with a backhand shot, knocked down by Milner. Left a rebound, and Holm took another poke at it. Turns, tries to reverse it down low in the corner, taken away by Boston College. But Cruz has it right back. He turns, he shoots. Milner makes the save. They cycle it in behind the net. Boudreau with the puck for BC. Feeds out to the point. There's a shot deflected out front. Torf makes the save and covers up in the paint.
Boy, what a great stop there by Jason Torf.
Here they come up the left wing. There's a drop, no-look pass. It's going to be picked off by Cole Gunner. And Air Force 3 against 2 going the other way. Gunner feeds to his right. There's a shot. Save made by Milner. Rebound. Backhand put-back try by Weisgarber. Misses the net. On the delay breakout now. Finds Cruz at center ice. Cruz at the blue line. Cruz ahead for Delora. Backhand save made by Milner. No rebound. Weisgarber tries to catch up to it. Does behind the net. Gets to Gunner. Gunner tried to get it back to Weisgarber. Loose on front. Look out. And taken away by Boston College. And the puck is still in there. Fabian finally wins it back to the blue line. McKenzie has it. Sends it across for Carew. Carew with the shot down the slot. Looking for a tip from Holm. It's loose out in front. There's a scramble. Holm takes a whack at it. Just can't get there in time. With 3:41 to go in the third, still 1-0 Boston College on the draw for Air Force. Boston College wins the faceoff. There's a turnover out front. There's a shot by Cruz. Knocked down by Milner. Mathis knocked it down at the blue line, dumped it right back in, and now Weisgarber gets a turnover. He comes in, he shoots, Milner makes the save, leaves a rebound. Weisgarber knocked down, trying to follow up the shot.
We're going to call a cross-check on Dan Weisenhofer, and he doesn't like that call at all. He's going into the penalty box. There's 1:53 left in the third period.
Boston College still on the power play as time winds down. There's a shot out front, blocked, smothered, loose out front. Another shot, smothered, loose out front, and put back in by Boston College.
Now 2-0 BC, 1:21 left. That was on the power play.
The game and the season over in Worcester for Air Force. BC moves on. The Falcons will go home.
It was not a lack of effort. It wasn't out of lack of execution. You did everything we asked you to do. The adjustments we made during the game, you made those adjustments. And I couldn't be more proud of you. I feel bad for you.
Once again, this team was left with a bittersweet feeling of accomplishment. They were champions of Atlantic hockey throughout the season and the playoffs, but the NCAA loss left them wanting more.
Everyone in that locker room knew we could knock them off, and for it to not to happen is a pretty big blow. And you know, it still stings. It's going to sting for a long time, I think. But you know what? We just didn't get a bounce. That's what it came down to. We needed a couple bounces and didn't get them.
In the end, you want that national championship, and that's what we kind of grown accustomed to now in our locker room. Is players want to get to that national championship stage and win it instead of just getting to the tourney and being okay with that.
The Atlantic hockey champions brought home plenty of hardware from their work on the season. Senior defenseman Tim Kirby garnered the most attention. He was named the unanimous Player of the Year in Atlantic hockey, as well as Defenseman of the Year and First Team All-Conference. He finished the season tied for third in the country with 12 goals from his blue line position, adding 16 assists for a total of 28 points. Kirby was also honored as one of 10 finalists for the Hobey Baker Award, given annually to the best player in all of college hockey.
It hasn't sunk in yet, but probably when I have kids and they wonder if I'm actually was athletic or not, and I show them these awards, maybe they'll believe me and then it'll sink in. But right now I'm just kind of enjoying it and just happy that I was acknowledged as being a good player during my college career.
Along with Kirby, fellow senior defenseman Scott Mathis was also first-team Atlantic Hockey, as well as junior forward Kyle DeLauro, and junior forward John Cruz was awarded second-team. After the tournament, a record 5 Falcons were named to the Atlantic Hockey All-Tourney team. Forwards Paul Weisgarber and Cole Gunner, along with Kirby, Mathis, and tournament MVP Jason Torf. The sophomore goaltender stopped 57 of the 59 shots he faced at the Blue Cross Arena, all 34 in the final against RIT, becoming the 5th Falcon to be named MVP of the annual affair. While absent from the list of awards this season, there was no denying the steady work of the Falcons' other goalie, Stephen Capel. The senior from Rice Lake, Wisconsin, not only kept the team winning while awaiting the return of the injured Jason Torf, he did so in grand style. He finished 12th in the country with a 2.16 goals against average, 7th in winning percentage, and most importantly, catapulted Air Force to the Atlantic Hockey Final Four, starting Game 3 of the quarterfinal series and making 28 saves. His unselfish team play could not be overlooked.
That's Capes. We know he's going to be there for us. He's going to give us 110% every single time, doesn't take a day off. And just his journey, his 4 years is just, you look back, and that's why I admire the kid. He made the most of his opportunities, which were few and far between.
He's the consummate professional who brings the same attitude, same work ethic every day, no matter what the situation. And so to see him come in and play the way he did in that UConn series didn't surprise me whatsoever, and it was pretty gratifying to see.
I think the mental training that my mom and some of my dad and other coaches have put me through of just dealing with all types of adversity, and I really had to draw upon that and realize that in the end of the day, you want the team to keep gaining momentum, and what the coaches know the team the best. So if my role was to support Torf and support Moberg or anything it might be, temporarily that's what it might be. I was able to contribute with UConn, and obviously I proved that I was ready and I was there for the team.
The Cadet Ice Arena continues to be a great draw for college hockey. 10 of the 17 home games were sellouts this season, including a season-high 3,098 on January 13th. Air Force is the only school in the country to average more than a sellout this season, averaging 100.5% of capacity. Those home fans were not disappointed as the Falcons went 11-3-2 at home. With each season comes the passing of the torch. An outstanding group of seniors leaves. Among the class of 2012, Tim Kirby and Paul Weisgarber played in all 155 games in their careers, setting a new all-time mark as Ironmen. Weisgarber's work made him a finalist for the Lowe's Senior Class Award, which recognizes student athletes for their work both in their sport as well as in the classroom and their communities. Along with Scott Mathis and Steve Capel, these 4 seniors can brag of winning 5 league titles, 2 regular season and 3 tournament titles, plus playing in 3 NCAA tournaments. They also won a school record-tying 85 games. The defensive duo of Tim Kirby and Scott Mathis may go down as the best tandem in history. That, or right behind Greg Flynn and Brad Sellers.
I can just say that I have more championships than Flynn and Sellers. I've had a ton of fun playing with Kirby the last 4 years. It's been awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better D partner. Towards the end here, it just kind of turned into me just being Kirby's little sidekick. Just give him the puck and let him do his thing, which is totally okay with me. He's definitely an electric player. He can go end to end. So yeah, it's been awesome playing with Kirbs the last 4 years.
This is probably the best tandem I've ever been a part of. We always know where each other are. I don't know if Sellers and Flint played each other the first 2 years. I mean, we played 4 years together. We were identically statistically. So I feel like we're one of the tops, if not the top.
The 2011-12 season proved that this Air Force team has true staying power. They are no doubt the kings of Atlantic hockey, and the future can be even brighter if the core values of hard work and discipline continue to ring true.